What's up, guys? Welcome back to Man Cave Collectibles. Coming at you today with kind of a new video. This is a toy and comic book haul for me for this things I've picked up over the last week or so that I'm excited about. Some of these items we'll be doing some review videos in the coming days. But just kind of wanted to share with you some things I picked up. And again, this is kind of new. I don't know that I've really done a toy haul video at all yet, or a comic book haul. So we'll maybe something that we start doing on a regular basis. But anyways, let's jump right into it. As you can see in front of us here, we got a book that a lot of folks are really excited about. This is Batman number 92. This is the variant cover. I believe they call this the Art Germ variant cover. So first full cover appearance of Punchline, kind of one of the new characters in the DC universe. She's had a lot of hype here in the last little bit, had a lot of hype pre-coronavirus. It does feel like to me that the hype kind of died a little bit over the coronavirus situation, but hopefully that will pick back up again. But was able to snag two of these from two different comic shops in my area, and really good story. Punchline is not in the book as much as I'd hoped, but we'll talk about that. We learn a little more about her in a different book, which we'll talk about that here shortly. But I was able to get two of these. This is just the variant cover, Batman number 92. I picked up one, which I'll consider my reader copy, Batman 92. That's the regular cover. I like this cover. We got a lot of important cast on the front, Harley and Penguin there. We got Riddler. Punchline does make a cover appearance on this cover as well, kind of in the shadows there. Deathstroke. They kind of look like they're on a chessboard, or actually that they're chess pieces, as you can kind of see there from Deathstroke. But it's a good story. I would definitely check it out if you want to keep up with the goings on of Punchline. And then probably my most favorite book of the week that I picked up is the 1 in 25 variant for Batman number 92. So I was able to snag this from Rebel Base Comics and Toys here in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is definitely one of my go-tos, especially if you got toys. So if you're ever in the Charlotte area, check these guys out. Definitely kind of the premier toy store here in Charlotte. But yeah, the 1 in 25 variant, great cover with full body Punchline on the front, and then kind of almost like a shadow image there of this same artwork there beside her. So really, really cool cover there. Moving on, and this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where we will be able to see the origin story of Punchline here. So this is the Joker 80th anniversary special. This is the 70s variant cover by Jim Lee. So I really like this cover. I love kind of having some of that rogues gallery there on the front of this. It's a 100-page spectacular. Got a lot of different stories in it, but again, the main one is going to be that Punchline origin story. So if you kind of want to check out where she's from, I read it. It's pretty cool how she is kind of brought into the DC universe through that story. Who she is, where she come from. We get to see kind of Punchline without the costume and the makeup, so that's pretty neat to be able to see that. So definitely check this out. There's all kinds of covers out there from guys that, I don't know, I would say 8-10 different covers for this book. And at both of my comic book shops here in Charlotte, North Carolina, they were fairly readily available. Now the Batman 92s were hit or miss, especially the variant cover and the 1 in 25s, but this one seemed to be a little more available than I expected, being that this was her origin story. So check that out. And then the last one here is kind of a Batman week for me. Batman The Adventures Continue. Very much a Batman animated series looking take. Here's kind of starting a new storyline, Batman number 1. Got Lex Luthor in there, Superman's disappeared, and Batman's trying to kind of get Lex Luthor under control. So definitely check this one out. I enjoyed the story. I don't know if I'll continue this one. but you know, it was good. Nice cover. It definitely, again, has kind of that Batman animated feel to it on the cover. Definitely got a lot of his, you know, rivals and arch nemesis kind of drawn out on the sides of the building here. So pretty good book. And then the last pickup, as far as comic book related, this was something I actually picked up online. And you know, the reason I picked it up, I saw a channel, Jim Mint Collectibles, who's a really cool channel that I do watch on a regular basis. He had picked this up, and I'd seen he posted something on YouTube about it, and I was like, man, I had this book as a kid. I just totally forgotten about it. In fact, it's in my collection in raw, and I'd read it so much as a kid. It's probably, if I had to grade it, it's probably like a 6 or 7, because I just wore this thing out. And I seen the Jim Mint had one, and I said, man, I'm gonna pick that up in a 9/8. So I went out and grabbed one in a 9/8 this week to put on the man cave wall. I got a lot of comic books, it's graded comics displayed on the man cave wall, so we'll add this one to it. And the main thing, it's not that it's such a special book, or it's a valuable book for that matter. There's no first appearances in it. It's just that it's such a cool and iconic cover. That Venom 90s style drawing, you know, it's come out in 1993. I just think it's really cool artwork, and this is definitely kind of the Venom and Spider-Man artwork that I love, and you know, wish we could see more of. That's Mark Bagley and Pat Olaf art on that. So really cool. So pick that one up online this week. That's Amazing Spider-Man number 375, graded in a 9.8. As far as picked up a few action figures. So these action figures were all picked up online. First one here, we've got Jungle Hunter Predator. Let's see, we'll adjust our camera down just a little bit so we can see these better. Jungle Hunter Predator. So I picked this up from Big Bad Toy Store. They did a re-release kind of this, I guess they call this like the Ultimate Edition. So we'll be doing a review on this one. Really excited about this guy. Got a lot of accessories and things going on. As you can see there in the box, you know, Neca does Predator, and they do them well. Just a lot of product images on the back. So that'll be a cool one that we'll take a look at in the coming days. And then also from the same Big Bad Toy Store haul, Neca re-released, or Big Bad Toy Store re-released the T-800 from Terminator 2. So I was able to snag that. Got that shipped in. Again, lots of accessories, heads. Just Neca does all these really well. Likenesses are done pretty well. We'll take a look at that closer when we do a review. A little more product image on the back. And then I got some, picked up a few Marvel Legends that I'm sure most of you guys probably already have, but I'm kind of getting back into the Marvel Legends game. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of putting together kind of the famous teams. So I picked up Cannonball. He's like 12 bucks in package, so I couldn't beat that. And then I was able to get the 80 years Captain America here for my Avengers team. So putting together an Avengers team, Cannonball is going to be part of that X-Force team, and I'm typically putting together teams that are more structured around the 90s style looks, like the Jim Lee era type stuff, versus going with the new stuff. I really have no interest in the newer look to these characters. So you know, I'm not going to collect all the Marvel Legend lines or all the waves. You know, there'll be certain guys out of each wave that I'm going to pick and choose. So kind of more to my liking, then stick with my statues for the most part. But I just wanted to share this with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. I may start doing this weekly or every other week and kind of catch up on what I'm picking up in my collection. I know me personally, I love seeing other guys haul videos and what they're picking up. Sometimes it's bad for me because it ends up causing me to go out and pick up something that I didn't maybe necessarily need, such as the Amazing Spider-Man 375 there. You know, watching a guy on YouTube, he pops up with it, and I'm like, man, I need that. So sometimes it works against my wallet. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Look for the review videos on Terminator and Predator. Till next time.